Great to have you with us for the playoffs. So, taking a look at the Rocket. They want to make a statement here in the first game of this series.
Well, coming out strong is the best way to set the tone. A big win can last deeper into the playoffs as well.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Chris Dunn, and it's Love in at the four-man position. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Harden with a bucket.
You think about James Harden. Here's a guy who's played with KD, Russ, CP3, Kyrie. So many great players.
Now here's Love. On target from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Harden. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Love's got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Harden from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Done with it. And Drummond picks him up defensively. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And Houston has possession following the three-pointer by Los Angeles.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
The three is up. And Los Angeles, another three.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Offensive board, and the jam by Drummond.
This is the exact energy you like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
Right side Love. There's the three. Drummond grabs the miss. Rockets trail by 6. Harden finds Turner. Drummond with the screen. Back to Harden. The three. Gets the 3-ball to go. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Buries it from 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. He drops it from range.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Love for three. And Los Angeles, another three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Harden with a bucket.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
They set a pick. Outside Love. The three. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
On the wing, Harden. He's feeling it. Connects. The jumper drops. Harden's got 17.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Love. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now Covington. Houston working the ball around. Drummond passes to Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Harden. Puts up a three. The rebound by Chandler. 1:52 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Love. The three ball connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams making substitutions here. Here's Rogers. Pass to Griffin. Young looking over the floor. Here's Day. Defended by Harden. Here's Day. Back to Ivy. Day. He's scoreless, and it's Love missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now Young, outside Harden. Outside Young. This one for three. Gets the three to fall.
In terms of volume, Trae Young is up there in three-point shooting. He's never shy from deep.
Now here's Dunn. Here's Love. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. It's stolen by Love. And it's the Clippers on the break. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Makes a first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Rogers. Fires the three. The rebound by Murray. And here's Ivy from the arc. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's Los Angeles up. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the floor for the Clippers, they've got Keegan Murray. He's out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Smits in at the 5 spot. Outside Ross from downtown. Sinks the tray. Ross has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Murray. No points yet. Daniels misses. Outside Ross. They set the screen. The kick out to Young. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
To the paint. Here's Murray. The vertical of Murray on full display.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Vucevic, the pass to Young. For 3, Covington. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Covington's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Love. Here's the 3. And again for 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Here's Young. And another basket for Houston.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Lowe. Here's Battier. Off target from 3-point range. Rockets trail by 8. Up top Turner. Still without a bucket. 3-pointer Harden. And Houston another 3.
It's crazy. We've gotten used to this effortless dominance from James Harden. He scores in a multitude of ways.
Left side Low. Dunn outside. And the layup is good. Dunn's got his second bucket on the night.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Outside Harden. From outside the arc. Love grabs the miss. The Clippers lead by 7. Battier passes to Smith. Covington over to help. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Lets it go from deep. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Harden. 20 points for him. The 3. Harden missing again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Outside Low. Takes the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Young to end the run. Houston with another miss.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Love for 3. Connects again from distance.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. Drummond comes in for Vucevic. And it's Griffin in for Trae Young. And here's Turner. No points so far. Back to Harden. Pulls up on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Love. 33 points for him. Oh, rejected by Drummond. Now here's Harden, defended by Dunn. Turner, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 11-2 run. Dunn outside. Pass to Love from deep. And again for three.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop them?
And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting him neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game in 2021.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Outside Love. The three is up. Griffin pulls down the board. Rockets trail by 14. Left side, Harden. Outside Covington. Pass to Harden. Three-pointer. Love grabs the miss. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the wing on the left. Fires for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Turner passes to Drummond. Nails the baby hook.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Done with it. From deep. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Kevin Love has been on display for the Los Angeles Clippers. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. We'll be back in a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs. They're thinking about this shot. One more time, a round of applause for the
Hey everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the Los Angeles Clippers.
They're getting good looks from range. That's been the key.
But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great confidence. You could see the lead snowballing in the second half.
Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. I'm curious, you guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a Game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And Game 1s are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kenny, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Man, we've seen Kevin Love really having a great game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The Clippers lead by 12. Griffin is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then it's James Harden. And it's Turner in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Love buries the jump shot. Love's got 38 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Here's Turner. Still no points. Covington passes to Turner. Outside Harden. 5 on the clock. Launches it. The rebound by Chandler. Chandler's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Love. Fires from deep. Good! Another from 3.
What can you say but wow? I mean, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
A momentous achievement. One that'll surely be celebrated around the globe.
And Damian Lillard will have to content himself with second.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Turner. Harden from outside. Love grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 17. Battier passes to Love. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Love's got 44.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Screen by Griffin. Outside Harden. Can they get it? The Rockets again can't hit.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Now here's Dunn. He's guarded closely. Love for 3. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now Turner hasn't gotten one to fall yet. No one covering.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half. Now nails another.
Here's the pick. Outside Love. Jacks up a 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Griffin outside. Love against Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harden. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Chandler's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Love. Connects again.
And what a night he's had. That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for his team.
He's been nothing short of amazing tonight. A legendary playoff performance for him.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Outside Love. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Chandler. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Turner. Yet to see a basket. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Love. There's the triple. Yet another assist.
This is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passes, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, great things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in a game. A masterful performance. Los Angeles leading by 22. From the arc. And again, another assist.
I mean, would you believe he set a new franchise record for assists in a postseason game?
And while the feed is astounding, we've seen this coming almost from the opening tip. Harden from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Chandler's got rebound number 8 now. Yet another bucket.
He is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? We'll see. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. And here's Turner. No made baskets yet. Pass to Harden. Takes a 3. And again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for 2nd place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game. And yes, another basket.
And he's tied 2nd all-time in scoring for a playoff game.
Yes, just a miraculous offensive display. This crowd on the edge of their seats.
He's equaled the great.
Good! Another from 3.
If you hadn't noticed already, just an incredible shooting display. And he just keeps going and going.
Well, he now owns the 2nd most three-point makes in a game in playoff. Good! He hits again.
And with that bucket, if you can believe it, he sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Boy, the way he came out tonight, you could feel his level of focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
And Michael Jordan, the GOAT, holding that top spot for decades. To see him surpassed, wow, just crazy.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Luol Deng. For 2.
And he drops it first. That one misses. The Rockets have gone 7 of 13 in the 2nd half. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Harden surveying the D. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stoudemire. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And so it's Los Angeles continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back after this word. And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And so in the game for the Clippers, they've got Keegan Murray. Jaden Ivey is out there with Johnson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Smits in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The Clippers lead by 19. Johnson passes to Love. And here's Ivey. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Smits. Now Ivey. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Outside for Love. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Houston. Young with it. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Outside Johnson. Back to Ivey. Pass to Love. Johnson for three. It's hauled in by Rogers.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Gooden. Here's Rogers. Outside Young. Launches a three. Kept alive. Harden from outside. And it's good. He hits another one.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Pass to Smits. Now here's Johnson. And there's a pick. Lets the three fly. Counted from distance. And the Clippers lead by 19.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Here's Gooden. Left side, Harden. Nice shot from the wing. Harden's got 54 points.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat. What a response from these terrific fans. So in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
The franchise record for points in a playoff game. He's going off when it matters most. Now done. Pass to Dang. Outside Love. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Chandler. Drummond defending. Here's Dunn. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Turner. On the wing, Harden. Unloads. And another basket for Houston.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Outside Love. Fires the three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Harden. Up top Turner. Back to Harden. Lets the three fly. Another possession. Another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Outside Love. Dunn outside. Beyond the arc. No good. And the Rockets with possession. They're on a 13-3 run. Off on the layup.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Now Love. Shoots a three. Harden with the rebound. Griffin outside. Harden outside. From downtown. Ooh, it doesn't go.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And here's Love. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Harden with it. Done in his pocket. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. Griffin left side. Oh, the shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 12. And there's the screen. Love outside. Fires the three. Can't get it to go. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Griffin in the post. Love's there. Oh! Putting in work inside.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Battier, defended by Griffin. 51 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Turner. He lets it go. Deflected. And he gets it back. Outside Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the three. Here are the Clippers. 10-point lead. Love outside. Takes a three. Oh, the shot is off. The Clippers winning this one easily. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you. Kawhi, you guys really turned it on down the stretch. What was the difference late in the game?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
That'll do it.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A look at the Bulls starting lineup. We've got Green. Noah is out there with Kenneth Fareed. And it's LeBron James. And it's Mayo in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, they've got Joe Smith. Also can be out there. Tracy McGrady is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Houston at the 2 guard. Here's Houston. Pass to McGrady. Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Houston. Covered by LeBron. Houston can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of that.
Now here's Mayo. Outside, James. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. It's Orlando's ball. Now Mitchell. Pass to Houston. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And right there, you see Mitchell's potential as a playmaker.
Outside Mayo. LeBron outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Houston. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Houston's got 5 now.
You know, a lot of people label Mitchell as kind of a tweener, maybe a 1.5, but I think he's got a chance to be a really good dime dropper, too.
Now here's LeBron. Fareed setting the pick for LeBron. His 3-pointers off the mark. To the inside. Stolen by Noah. Outside Mayo. Over McGrady. Shot by Mayo is no good.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Now here's Mayo following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Pass to James. The Bulls with another miss.
They're a little slow out of the gates, just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
Here's Houston. A 3. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Mayo. And again, Chicago. No good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Noah. Bulls trail by 5. Now here's Mayo. Noah with a screen on Mitchell. Mayo with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Mayo the pass to Fareed. Just 5 to shoot. And here's James. Fires for 3. Another finish by LeBron.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Can they get it? And the shot goes in. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Houston. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Bulls trail by 6. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Andre Robertson is stepped in for Tracy McGrady. And here is Mayo. Scoreless thus far. Outside, James. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Oh, good-looking jumper there. LeBron, the total package at the offensive end.
Smith with a screen on Green. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Noah. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Mayo. Green's outside. Noah with a screen for LeBron. On the wing, Green. Fareed outside. Pass to Mayo. Here's James. Clock at 4. Over Mitchell. No good off the front iron.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Latrey. They get it back. Smith. And he banks in the layup.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Mayo. Pass to LeBron. Green in the high post. Now here's Fareed. Outside, Green. Launches it. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Houston. There's the three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Mayo. Fareed, a screen on Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Bulls now. McConnell scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway for 3. It's good from long range.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
McConnell against Mitchell. Out to the right wing. And Robertson has it in the corner. It's deflected. He gets it up. And so it's Orlando with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
So with James on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Boucher out there with Brown. Then there's Hardaway. It's T.J. McConnell, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Here's McConnell, the Magic getting the bucket. Brown kicks to Hardaway. Bulls moving the ball around. Got it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Boucher.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now, here is McGrady. Still without a basket. Manning. Boucher with the rebound.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Robertson. Hardaway, no good. Magic leading by 3. Here's Hawkins. Pass to Manning. And here's Hawkins. 4 on the clock. Here's Robertson. From deep. Here's Manning. And finally they hit one. Manning's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams changing it up here. Hardaway sets a screen for Mayo. And the Bulls with another miss. Magic have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's McGrady. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 7.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
James for bounce pass. Over in the corner, Green. And the Bulls with another miss. Magic leading by 7. Pass to Hawkins. Lets it go with a 3. Excellent D there for Mayo. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. James a screen on Hawkins. Hardaway with a wide open look. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Can be a screen on Mayo, right wing. Here's Houston. 14 points for him. No good on that one.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Outside Hardaway. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Penny Hardaway. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the evening. Joe Smith, he's checked in for Orlando. Mitchell comes in for Hersey Hawkins. And the Bulls making a change also. Fareed's checked in for Hardaway. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Mitchell with it. No scoring in this one. Houston shot's good.
You got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Bulls trail by 3. James outside. James making it look easy from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Pass to Houston. Takes the 3. Good on the triple. Houston's got 5 points now this quarter.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they left him open for another one.
Now here's Mayo. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. And so here's Orlando. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Houston. Fires the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got assist number 8 now on the night. Now Mayo. 1:57 left in the first half. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Magic. Joakim Noah is checked in for the Bulls. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. There's Green with the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Smith's got his fourth rebound in this one. Rosen dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Houston. And again for three.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Noah. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Smith with a screen on Mayo. Fires from deep. Good. Another from three.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last three means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Here's Mitchell following the basket by LeBron James. Sinks the triple. Houston's got 31 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
LeBron with an emphatic answer.
And he is just oozing with confidence. LeBron not shy about answering back.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Houston can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 6. Now here's James. He's got 15. Noah with a screen on DeRozan. Here's LeBron, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for him. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForte. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Chicago.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. And trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image up.
Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Bulls trail by 6. Tracy McGrady is out there with Joe Smith. That's Camby. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Houston in the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And here is McGrady. He has yet to score. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Mayo. LeBron outside. Jackson puts up a three. That shot misses. Pass to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Here's Houston. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead. Mitchell against Mayo. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass. And it's the Magic with the ball. Mitchell with it. McGrady outside. A three-pointer, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And it's James missing. Magic leading by 6. Houston, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Houston. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Houston's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there. He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. LeBron left side. Here's Houston, guarded by Mayo. Tracy McGrady on the wing. It's stolen by Green. Knocked loose.
And you hear this crowd. They know he just set the three-point single game playoff record.
Well, they've seen lots of stars over the years. But this guy, he has the most threes in a single game for their team. Magic leading by 6. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Minutes gone now in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Houston. Good. Another from 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the net.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now Mayo over to the wing. LeBron outside from downtown. Rebound by the Magic. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McGrady outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
He's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
Good on the three-point shot. James has got 24 points.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Pass to Houston from outside the arc. And Kenneth Faried pulls it down. Faried's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Noah with a screen for Mayo. And here's LeBron outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Boy, the points really accumulating from three-point range. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he seems to only be getting better.
Here's Houston. And he has 40 and again for 3.
And he's knocked the 3rd most three-pointers in a single game in NBA playoff history.
GA, one of the best games of his life. For anyone, any players for that matter, he's been unstoppable.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No good from outside. Bulls trail by 6. James finds Noah. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Hardaway's checked in for Chicago. Pass to Houston from the arc. And again, another assist.
And this is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passing, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, good things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in the game. It has been a masterful performance.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Down low. King finds Hardaway. James wide open. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. And now it's just a 4-point Magic lead. Mitchell looking it over. The 3. And another assist for him.
And would you believe he set a new franchise record for assists in a postseason game?
On one hand, it's astounding. On the other hand, well, we saw this coming almost from the opening tip. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. To the right side. Houston. And it's Orlando with another.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now here's James. 32 points in the game. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Drops one in from the wing. Hardaway has got 13.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. TJ McConnell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Brown. And it's James in at the 4 spot. McConnell sets a screen for Hardaway. Oh, good on the 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's McGrady. Robertson kicks to Hawkins. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Manning can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 9. Pass to McConnell. Brown sets a screen for McConnell. There's the lob to Brown. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
It's to Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
No good on the free throw, so both teams making some changes here. He hits the second from the line. Orlando leading by 9. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Camby the screen. Here's Houston. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
In the corner, Finney Smith with it. Noah with the screen on Hawkins. Here's McConnell. Misses off the left iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pass to Houston. There's the triple. The rebound by James. Bulls trail by 12. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Camby. Camby's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hawkins passes to McGrady. Here's Houston. Beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. From deep LeBron, it's rebounded by Manning. Manning's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them much.
Finney Smith with it. Oh, what an assist, leading him to the bucket.
Well, I bet McConnell can run this play with his eyes closed. Pick and roll to a hot pass. He knows how to do that well.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Checked in for Orlando. Mitchell comes in for Hersey Hawkins. Then for the Bulls, Fareed's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Green comes in for Hardaway. And it's Mayo in for T.J. McConnell. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying.
Connects again from distance.
An incredible shooting display, if you hadn't noticed already, and he just keeps it going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in NBA playoff history. How about that?
Doing everything on the floor. James has a chance to make this a nightly occurrence.
Stolen by Fareed. Noah with a screen on Mitchell. Another chance here, and the crafty layup. Good.
Gotta love that effort for the second chance point.
Magic leading by 14. And here is Mitchell. McGrady outside. It's good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
James outside. And he does not hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. A tremendous boost for these.
Good, that's another bucket.
And he set a new all-time record for single-game scoring in the playoffs.
I mean, what a night to remember. And for those of us who are lucky enough to witness it, I'm sure we will never forget this. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Up next. The Knicks taking on the 76ers. So the Knicks, proud of their accomplishments so far this year. The best record in the East. Sixers, Knicks, the NBA playoffs start now. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Gordon Hayward. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Ryder in at the shooting guard. Here's Mashburn, 4 on the clock. And here's Curry for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
From downtown, Hayward's shot is off. Right up top, guarded by Hayward. The 3 from Curry hits a three-pointer.
Doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Hickson. Now Antetokounmpo. Here's Ryder. No good on the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Hickson. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Ayton. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward.
Wow. Ayton basically shrugging off the defense inside.
Now right, outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Hayward's shot is off. For New York, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Curry. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Here's Curry. He has 6. Pass to Mashburn. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Here's Ryder, pounded by Wright. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ryder, and here's Hayward. Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Hayward. Oh, he tries a three. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. New York leading by 5. Right outside. There's a screen. Outside Curry from behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 12 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
76ers trail by 8. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And here is Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ryder. Here's the three. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Knicks leading by 5. Now here's Wright. No points yet. The three from Curry. And again, New York with the triple.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Antetokounmpo outside. Hayward for 3. And the 76ers another 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here's Curry for 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Ryder. The 3 is up. And it's New York with a rebound. Right outside. Here's Curry. Picked by Gobert. The 3. Curry, no good. 76ers trail by 8. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Ryder. Here's Hickson, pounded by Wright. Ayton passes to Hayward. Connects from downtown. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Outside Curry, three-pointer. And again for 3.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Curry, the deep 3. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Hayward with it. 9 points in the game, 5 to shoot. And the 76ers another 3.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Stephen Curry getting it done for New York. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And time for us to get back into it here in game one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Jonas Valanciunas out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Drexler in at the 2. That's the group for New York starting the second. Here's Stuckey, back to Bledsoe. Right with a screen on LeVert. Bledsoe, pass to Stuckey. Back to Bledsoe. Takes the 3. LeVert with a rebound. Knicks leading by 3. Ingles passes to LeVert, stolen by Bledsoe. Pass to Stuckey, puts up a 3. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. And here's New York now. Here's Drexler, fires from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Bledsoe outside. The 3 ball. Stuckey, that's good. Stuckey's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The 76ers making a switch here. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Curry. Plenty of space. Right with the board.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Hayward outside. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here's Curry for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
Pass to Hayward for 3. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Wright. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Well, this is his bread and butter, folks. You know he's going to be hounding every missed opportunity.
Now here's Curry. Here's Drexler. New York working the ball around now. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. New York making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Antetokounmpo outside. Hayward outside. The 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists now in this one. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Back to Wright. Pass to Curry. No one near him. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And here's Hayward. There's the triple. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
New York trailing. Now Wright. Yet to see a basket. And here's Curry. Good! Another from 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Hayward, good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
So both teams making some changes here. The Knicks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to Curry. Back to Wright. Here's Mashburn. Three-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hayward outside. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, he's got a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
1:52 left in the first half of this game. Outside Curry. There's the three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Antetokounmpo outside. Ayton with a screen. Antetokounmpo pass to Ayton. Antetokounmpo outside. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. There's a minute 17 left in the first half of this one. The three from Curry. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Antetokounmpo pass to Ryder. Launches it. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for New York. 4-point game. On the wing, Curry puts one up from 19. And that one drops. Curry's got 34.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Pass to Hayward. Here's Ryder. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup. Ryder's got 6.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Outside Curry. This one for 3. 4-3. Stephen Curry.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
And here's Hayward. 25 points in the game. 4-3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Gordon Hayward, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the 76ers. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the New York Knicks.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this?
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And game 1s are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kenny, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. They've got DeAndre Ayton. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Gordon Hayward, and it's Hickson in at the 4.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Knicks trail by 8. Now here's Wright. He's scoreless. Shot is good by Curry.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
So it's Philadelphia now. Antetokounmpo outside. Hayward outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Knicks shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. The 3 from Curry. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry with a steal. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. On the wing, Curry jacks up a 3, and again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Hayward. There's a screen from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Hayward against Wright. For the tie. And it's New York scoring again.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Hayward. Fires for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Now here's Curry. Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hickson. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Curry passes to Wright. Back to Curry from deep. Again! What an avalanche!
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Pass to Ryder. Philadelphia moving it around. Antetokounmpo for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Right, pass to Mashburn. Curry looking it over. Here's Mashburn for the lead. Here's Willis. Uses the glass on the layup. Willis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
To the middle. Ayton, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Hayward with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
They're showing he still has that athleticism. Hayward enjoys flashing his dunking ability when he gets a chance.
Right with the ball. No points so far. Curry's shot is off. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Hayward. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th assist here tonight.
What a response from these terrific fans. So in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
The franchise record for points in a playoff game. He's going off when it matters most. On defense, Philadelphia. 3-point lead. Pass to Wright. Here's Mashburn. Here's Willis. Pocket 6. The fadeaway. Here's Gobert. And it's Gobert in the comfort zone.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Stuckey. Over right. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly. And DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And we know Ayton has all the tools to be a top big man in this league. He just needs to show it on a nightly basis.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And the Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Parker right side, stolen by Ayton. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Malone. From the high post, counted. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Drexler from outside the arc. Caspi with a rebound. Bledsoe against LeVert. Here's Stuckey. They get the rebound. Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
LeVert passes to Valanciunas. No good that time. Ayton with the defensive effort. Pass to Stuckey. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Drexler. And that time also a missed shot. Here's Malone. Here's Ayton. And it's good. Well, hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well,
the previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And so it's Philadelphia. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Miles Turner out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Karis LeVert. And it's Drexler in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Stuckey. Lets it fly. Here's Wright. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact. This time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
There's a screen by Turner. The three from Curry. Wright with the board. Wright's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Caspi. Now Wright. Hayward outside. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range. Hayward's got 42 in the game.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
And here's Turner. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Back to Curry. Uncovered. And good. There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Stuckey. Pass to Hayward. Here's Stuckey. Right with a screen on Levert. Here's Stuckey. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
It's stolen away. To the inside. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender a bucket.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. For the Knicks, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Bullock in for Levert. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. This shot by Stuckey, no good.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Drexler passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Right outside. Over to the left wing. Philadelphia moving it around. Beyond the arc. This shot by Stuckey, no good.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Turner, a screen on Bledsoe. Curry's shot is off.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Philadelphia with another miss.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
There's the three. Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable shooting, and he continues to climb the all-time leaderboards for threes made in the playoff game.
Offensive fireworks from long range, putting on a show on the big stage. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Antetokounmpo against Curry. Pass to Hayward from behind the arc. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Hayward's got 47 points. Knicks trail by 12. It's tipped. And here is Antetokounmpo. Oh, he rips it down off the miss. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game. Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Outside Hayward, puts up the tray. It's off. Knicks trail by 14. Curry outside. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Hayward. Let's loose for three. Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Antetokounmpo against Curry. Outside Hayward. Now Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the 76ers lead by 19.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the 76ers.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Gordon Hayward.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. Cash from downtown. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the 76ers. Now Hayward. Another one goes. Incredible.
And what a night he's had. That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for his team.
He's been nothing short of amazing tonight. A legendary playoff performance for him. Curry, no good. And the 76ers with possession. Antetokounmpo outside. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference.